Hi, welcome back to the show. My name's Isaiah, and I'm here with
Randy.
And today, we're going to be talking about if Hitler escaped or if he killed himself. We're sitting by a nice cozy fire, and we're just going to enjoy the night as we talk about these topics. We're going to get into some further topics as we go, but to start it off, well, the theory is that Hitler didn't actually kill himself. Hitler escaped to Argentina with many of his Gestapos, and there's been evidence found that there's, Nazi propaganda stuff there and a bunch of stuff like that. Basically, I want to hear your opinion before we continue.
No idea, but you know what? I don't think he killed himself. I think it was the Teletubbies. They abducted him and sent him to Argentina. So.
And the Teletubbies, even if we were to ask them, they don't talk. So it's not like we could get any word out of them. But, no, yeah. If you look at the videos of his death, because they have the video of them finding his body, it doesn't look anything like it, but personally. I know that you sprung this idea that he's the leader of the cartels.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I don't know.
Well,
back to you.
Let me just say, Hitler and El Chapo both have similar mustaches. And they're both short, pretty chubby people, and they both kill innocent people. However, Hitler mostly had other people carry out his killings.
Yep.
And as you know, Hitler was very good at propaganda.
Yep.
Joseph Goebbels carried all of his propaganda out.
Yep.
He even had a dog that had with him as propaganda. Wow. He'd have his dog there just to seem like he was a nice dude. He ended up killing that dog. I think he injected him with cyanide.
Sure.
No, that actually happened.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he had the angel of death. Do experiments on twins, mostly killing those twins. But let's move away. You know that the Egyptians built perfect pyramids.
Yeah.
Have you seen the size of the blocks that they used?
I have not. How big are they?
Oh, like the size of this porch.
You sure? Did not know
It's
that.
huge. But here's the thing: modern technology struggles to even move those.
I know. They think it's the aliens.
Well, here's another thing: is if you see the hieroglyphics,
Yeah.
some of them, Oh, and another thing: the pyramids are in the mathematical center of the earth.
That's right.
What do you think about that?
Aliens. The only thing that makes sense.
Yes.
It's the Uranians.
The Uranians?
Yeah, Uranians.
From Uranus? Yeah. Well, they're going to get a famous host of this show. I mean, I'm the host of this segment, but the host of this show, Ken Dog on, and we'll see what he has to say about these. All right, welcome back. I'm here with host of the show, Kennedy Griffey, and you might be wondering, Isaiah, why are you wearing those shades at night? Is it because they're comfy, or is it because the fire's too bright? No, it's because we're sponsored by Recon Earbuds, the safe and reliable earbuds for you to work out. You may go on a jog. Who knows? Go to work. They're comfy. You can even go to sleep in them. Link in the description. All right. Anyway, so Kennedy, we were talking about how Hitler's.
Hey, now we're wearing these sunglasses because it is too bright.
Yeah.
Thanks, lighting.
Welcome. Anyway, as we were saying, we were talking about how Hitler may have escaped to Argentina and about the pyramids being built and how they were astonishingly made with just the unadvanced technology at the time. You tell me this. Anyway, yeah, but that was the topics we were talking about. I wanted to know your opinion on such.
So, basically, I think when the pyramids were being built, Hitler was still alive. Now, you're probably wondering, still? Yeah. Hitler, I think, was an immoral being. And had magic. Because, you see, he turned all these semi-decent people in Germany to wanting to kill all these Jews. Now, when I was learning about all this in, 5th grade, I was thinking, why would all these people go along with this?
Right.
Like, my teacher said it's the herd mentality. But I'm thinking here, I'm just an amazing person. I would never do that. And most of my friends are too.
Right.
So, I'm thinking, use the magic spell that would turn everything, not everything, everybody, into basically just a drone. Now, of course, it didn't affect everyone. There are still a few people that
Right.
didn't work on.
And a lot of people lived in fear because
Yeah.
they didn't want
Yeah, they didn't want
to
go
be
to-
known as someone who didn't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I think the herd mentality comes from. Not because one person did anything. That's really cool. I think it was a magic spell, and then there was only a few people who didn't fight.
But where does that connect to the pyramids?
Well, you see, a lot of people have this misconception that all the Egyptian kings and pharaohs and all that they were African. And that is true, some of them were. But like, Cleopatra was Greek. So what I'm thinking is, maybe Hitler was in charge, like, not like the figurehead, because, they wouldn't understand, dude with the weird mustache in charge back then.
Right.
He was behind everything. The only person who would know would be the pharaoh. So,
Good God.
so would you agree with that, or?
Well, I think now that I've heard this, you've really changed my point of view. Hitler was a pharaoh. I don't think he was pulling strings. I think he was a pharaoh, and I think he built those because he wanted to retire and sleep for eternity. However, he was like, one day these nations are going to be separate, and they're going to have a lot more technology than we have now. So
He
if I build
found the
these
fountain of
pyramids-
youth.
That's right. He found the fountain of youth. Thank you, lighting man.
Welcome.
Anyway, I feel like then once he got that in his head, he was like, maybe one day I'll actually rule the world.
Well, the thing is, though, unless he is still alive now, we'll never know. But one thing you do need to know is that while we're wearing these glasses, you should be buying Raycon earbuds.
They are sponsoring this video, and they're safe to wear. They're comfortable. Like I said, you can run in them. You can sleep in them. You can work out in them. They are so comfy, you don't even know they're there. And you can listen to your music and, hell, sit by a fire.
Or you can watch this video with nobody being able to hear it.
Yeah. Because maybe your friends don't agree with these conspiracies. Maybe they're like, hey,
It's
I
kind
don't
of
agree with
stupid.
that. Yeah.
Then you can roast them with facts and logic.
That's right.
As a certain man says. I'm not going to name any names because you probably already know his name.
Well, we are Kennedy and Isaiah, and we are the most objective news source there is.
BWC News, signing off.
And Icey Topics. All right, before we end this video, we actually wanted to come back on for another part.
Don't forget the steroids.
Thank you. Actually, we're going to talk about that instead. A high school teacher
I'm not going to name any names.
in Boonville, Missouri,
Mine's
is
with Tim's and M's.
Tings and Ends, has been rumored to be on steroids.
From a certain guy in a certain elemental physical science class
Yeah,
who has a teacher that is
in
that
a
certain someone's
relationship
girlfriend.
with
Yeah.
the teacher,
Yes.
has brought these claims to our
Again, we're not going to name any names.
and we just wanted to raise awareness for people addicted to steroids.
It is not good.
Stop.
It's very bad.
Get some help. Okay? We wanted to raise this awareness because there's people who are addicted to these steroids. They get
It's
so
not
big.
your fault, but you shouldn't have done it.
Like
in
look
the
at
first
Dwayne the
place.
Rock Johnson on steroids.
Clearly. I mean, it's like McLovin said in the first video. No one's bigger than him. So if you are bigger than him,
You're
it's
on
not.
steroids.
Yeah, exactly. It's a super easy thing to measure.
Right.
Now, of course.
You got the bulk and the brawn.
Mhm.
It's all there in the muscle, and you
Mhm.
can just. And here's a rumor too. Have you seen those cake videos where they just make something random like a Doritos bag and then it turns out to be cake? Well, it turns out people on steroids, if you cut into the muscles, when you cut into it, it's steroids and
cake.
and cake. It's like the cake videos. When you cut into these random bags, it's just cake. And I think that's. Are we gonna conclude it there, or do you have anything else to?
Well, you see, steroids, I think, were invented by Hitler, so it's actually a good topic to bring in.
Mm.
So if you do steroids, you're supporting Hitler.
Actually, that is a very interesting topic. I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
I said it was well known.
Well, I didn't know. Well, we learn things every day, folks.
That is true. We
And
do.
you know,
Like I learned she didn't know.
it was great having you on Icey Topics.
It was great having you on BWC.
As you don't know, we are conjointed networks.
Mm-hmm.
We are
We're both
objective-
under CNN, the
Yep.
most objective name in news.
Yes, and yeah, Icey Topics and BWC News. We work under the same name, and we
Well,
Good
one last
partner.
message. One last message. Fox sucks.
Fox does suck, and they're too
CNN.
biased.
CNN
They are objective news, and we trust them.
all the time.
Thank you for coming on Icey Topics.
Thank you for coming on BWC.
Always a joy,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you.